All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Hashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, and that was a great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Or this GMS LA South Bay coming back with another video in the spirit. And we pretty much going to go into how, that, we didn't choose this. The Lord chose us to come into this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say, the Lord called us into this truth. We hoping to be chosen.
Yeah.
But the Lord has called us into this work. And this is not of us. Basically we're gonna go, show you that everything, the way the spirit is working, how brothers is out there, this is all of the Lord. This is not of us. And that's a constant reminder that we always remain humble, because ultimately at the end of the day, the Lord called us into this truth. Now, whether we make it or not, hopefully we hoping to be chosen, because we in the process of being called right now, but we want to get to that final, final stage where we become the chosen. So we always got to keep that in mind, to always remain humble and do what we got to do for the Lord, and hope, we become of that chosen.
Okay.
So without further ado, we just going to go right into it.
God, this is Jeremiah 1:4. It says, Then the word of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right. So this is the Lord basically saying, now this is going into the prophet Jeremiah. Before Jeremiah even existed, the Lord had it to where he was already chosen to be a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
So this had nothing, Jeremiah didn't have no say in his purpose, or what his life would be. His purpose was already chosen before he even existed.
Yeah.
And the same with us. We didn't choose this. The fact that we was talking before we threw the camera on, we was talking how, never in a trillion years, I can see myself doing this, or this brother doing that. We was in our own world.
Yeah.
But the fact that we out here pushing the word, it speaks volumes that there's a higher power. Okay, I mean, come on, man. You got men throughout different places of the earth doing the exact same thing, in the same energy, in the same mind,
In the same spirit.
in the same spirit.
Yeah.
So that show you that's some of a higher power, divine intervention.
Because like the brother was saying, we got brothers all around the world doing this,
Mm-hmm.
Brothers that, men that came from all walks of life.
Yep. Yep.
Some brothers was, athletes, some brothers was entertainers, musicians, all kind of different, brothers were doing all kind of different things, but they never thought they'd be doing this.
Right. Right.
I've talked to a lot of the brothers, and they've told me the same. Like, I never thought I'd be doing this. I was trying to be famous. I was trying to make that money. I was trying to make it big or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're out here pushing the words of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai,
Right.
Working to obtain salvation, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me go a little bit more. It says, then said I, oh Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Mm-hmm.
But Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. So
go ahead, bro. You got it.
So it's so the Most High gives us the words to speak. We're only the mouthpiece to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is not coming out of our own understanding, our own creation,
mm-hmm.
Our own minds.
Yep.
We're just doing the same thing that the prophets always have done.
Yep.
All right. It says, be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Then Yahweh Shem Yahushai put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. And so the Most High puts his words and his spirit inside his men to go out and, do what they were commanded to do.
That's right.
All right. So like, basically, we're just basically bringing this out to show that this is not of your own choosing. No one ever thought to wake up, hey, today I'm gonna go and preach the word, I'm gonna go teach the Bible. The Most High, we were in the world,
That's right.
We were, committing all kind of wickedness.
That's right.
Hey, but the Most High opened up our eyes and had that mercy, to give us a chance to obtain salvation, man.
That's right.
Hey, that's what like the brother was saying. You got to be humble in this thing. You can't underappreciate or undervalue, your position in this truth, man.
Yeah. That's right.
We've seen dudes fall off. We've seen dudes that were pushing with us, return to their own vomit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we're not trying to be like that.
Yep. And we got examples of the apostles, of God telling us how guys back then that weren't right, that judgments that came upon them, swift judgments at that, But the brother read in Jeremiah was trying to find a way out,
a loophole,
so to speak. Talking about he a child, but the Lord said, "Don't say you a child. I don't want to hear that."
Yeah,
I know. Moses did the same thing. Moses tried to say, "Oh, I'm slow of speech."
Yeah.
Most High say, "Man, who made man's mouth?" Basically, the Lord said, "Ain't no excuses, man. Look, this is. I know who you are. I made you. Yeah. This is your purpose. This is why you alive right now, to do this."
Yeah.
Go
on. That was it on Jeremiah.
You can get what's that? You told John.
Yeah. John 15.
Yeah. So this is basically gonna sum up, the lesson.
It's John 15, and I'm gonna go to 16. It says, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. He may give it you." So basically, the point right there is that we didn't choose to do this. We were called. And these Christians, they talk about, I found the Lord, I chose the Lord back in '89, back in, as if the Most High is like, something you just pick up and then decide to to deal with.
Right.
Nah, man. The Most High has to open up your eyes and choose you, just like we went into the with Jeremiah. He told Jeremiah that he knew him before he formed him.
Yep.
He made Jeremiah's spirit to become a prophet.
Yep.
Just like today, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his men that are out there pushing the word. The Most High, made us to do this.
Yep.
This is our destiny, to be pushing his word at this moment.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that was it on it.
Yeah, that was just the point I was trying to get right there. I got another one also in John. This is John 10. John 10.
Because it was prophesied. First of all, before a society goes down, what always has to happen? The Lord has to send prophets. He has to send prophets out there to prophesy the downfall of whatever kingdom is reigning at that time. The wicked kingdom is reigning, and the people be wicked. Lord sends prophets to speak against that. To bring forth, because that's how the Lord. The Lord doesn't just take a society down. He sends messengers. He sends the prophets, which is basically him speaking through them.
So you're talking about that. Let me bring that out. It's Jeremiah 28:8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil, and of pestilence.
Yep. Yep. So anytime there's been prophets, the way they always say, this is gonna happen. You're gonna have famines. You know, like we saying today, give you a few examples. We saying there's gonna be famine in America. You're gonna have race wars, you're gonna have class wars, all right? You're gonna have earthquakes, you know, all these wildfires, you know, these blizzards happening all at a record all-time high.
Yeah.
All this is the Lord's doing of the Lord.
Yeah.
And we're telling you these things are happening because the Lord is bringing these things upon the earth. Because we're in the last days. We're in the end times. We're in what you call the last days. All right.
There's another one that's real quick. Is 1 Corinthians 14:32. It says, "And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets." All right. So the prophets that were doing this, you know, like we read it in Jeremiah in the days of old, you know, talking about pestilence and about, you know, destruction. You know, those same spirits, you know, are back on the earth doing the same thing today.
That's right.
All right, pushing, you know, prophesying against Mount Seir.
Yep.
You know, telling our people to get right before it's too late. You know, talking about the destruction of Babylon.
Yep.
You know, talking about you know, basically, you know, the kingdom being, you know, the earth being transferred from one, you know, nation to another one.
Yep.
You know, so basically, what I'm trying to say right here is that, you know, the prophets that were doing it back then are doing it today. So this is not of them.
Right.
All right. This is what they were made to do, you know, back in ancient days, in you know, in modern times.
Yep.
You know, basically just, you know, proving that this is not of us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The Most High made his men. He you know, ordained his prophets to prophesy.
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
All right. So let me go back to. It was actually, yeah. Let me get back to John. This is John 10:27. It says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand."
Right. Now you read Revelation 14, where it speaks about the 144,000. They followed the Lamb whether so he goeth, and it spoke about that song, which is talking about these scriptures.
Yeah.
The 100%. The understanding, the true understanding of this word. All right. So that has to be given to you. To notice, first of all, to know a song, that you have a song, you got the person that sings the song, and you have the songwriter.
Yeah.
Now the person that writes the song might not necessarily sing the song, but he might write it for a particular artist.
Yeah.
Like, look, I wrote this song for you. This is the lyrics. This is how I want you to sing the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, this is the melody of the song. You know, it has to be sung this way because I designed it to be sung this way.
Exactly, bro. Like you were saying, songwriters, they'll sing a song with the artist already in mind. All right, like I have this artist in mind. I have this one song that I have an idea for, and they write it for that particular artist. And so the Most High did the same thing with his elect. He wrote this song, which is the understanding, you know, of these scriptures for 144,000 men.
Yep.
All right, it was only made for the elect.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. You ever watch an orchestra? They all have to be the orchestra all have to coincide with one another.
Yeah.
They can't be off note because if one person is off note, it's not going to sound right.
Yeah.
You know, when the orchestra is playing, everybody got to be wherever instrument you playing with, you gotta be in sync with what everybody else is doing.
You have to follow what the conductor's conducting. You know.
Conductor. Yep. That's right.
All right, so there's a little bit more. It says, verse 29, it says, "My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand." All right, hey, so Yahweh, you know, the Heavenly Father gave, you know, these men to his son, you know, Yahweh Shai. You know, so from the beginning, before you know, you know, the world was created. So his men are going to be doing this because they were predestined to.
Yep.
All right, like I said, you know, this is not like how Christians talk about. I chose the Lord. Right. You know, I chose to do the Lord's work. I found the Lord. Yeah. Nah, it don't work like that. The Most High had to, sanctify you, like he sanctified Jeremiah before he was in the womb.
That's right.
You were either like how people in the world say you either got it or you don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? You either got it or you don't. You were either made for this or you weren't.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. And Lord willing, we're part of those that were meant to push the word and to endure and to be saved.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you can be found, but you can be found to be wicked. You know what I'm saying? Lord, the scripture say when the Lord returns, shall he find you faithful on earth? What is the Lord going to find you doing? It said, blessed is he that servant shall, when the Lord returns, shall find so doing. What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be found doing? That's the question. You talking about you found. What you going to be found doing when the Lord returns?
Yeah.
You going to be found eating a pork chop? You going to be found being a homosexual? Are you going to be found being a thief, a murderer? All right? You going to be found worshiping Caesar Borgia? A lot of you tribes, man, when the Lord returns, a lot of y'all going to get put to death. Because to this day, you the things I just mentioned, y'all do that heavy.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna get the for many are called, few are chosen.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you want to get the whole parable about the marriage.
No, you ain't got to get the whole.
All right, I'm going to the point. All right, Con, this is Matthew 22:14. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen."
Yeah, many are called. Like I said, we in the process of being called. If you in this truth, you on the your feet is out there on the front line, so to speak, out there on the highways and byways, pushing this word. You in the process. We all in the process of being called.
Yeah.
Now, the chosen, that's what we waiting to find out.
God.
Hoping to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because it says, what's that in 2nd Ezra 16? When all hell break loose, it says, then it shall be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
See, right now we called, we answered the call.
Yeah.
But now we want to get that. We want to be verified.
Yeah.
Like when you waiting on something, it's in progress, and then once it's done, it's verified. So we want to be verified in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? But we in work in progress right now.
Hey, bro, like how it says many are called. Mm-hmm. And like the brother said, many men have been called to in this truth, and answered that call.
Mm-hmm.
They was out there for for however long they were.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have that faith to endure.
Yep.
So they fell out.
Yep.
All right. So they were called, but they weren't chosen.
Right.
So like the brother said, we've been called as well. So we're pushing, we're doing our best. We're doing it all in sincerity and in faith.
Mm-hmm.
So that Lord willing, we can be chosen. We're not trying to be like them dudes.
Right.
That's why we're trying our best to remain humble, mm-hmm. to remain strong, to continue fighting that good fight of faith. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we answered the call, we put our hand to the plow.
Yeah.
And Lord willing, we're hoping to endure to the very end, right. to show that we are worthy.
Right.
Obtaining salvation, man.
Yep, that's right. Because that's at the end of the day, that's why we're here. We here. That's why we go. That's why we do what we doing right now. We doing this to get in the good graces of the Lord.
Yep.
So the Lord remember us in that day.
Because
the Lord, when the Lord come back, He ain't coming back for anybody. He only coming. The Lord only coming back for His friends.
That's right.
If you're not a friend of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you asked out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a friend of the Lord. But 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you enemies to the Lord right now. You don't want to be the Lord's friend. You rather do what you want to do. So you gonna eat the fruit of your own doing.
Let me get one real quick to close it out. This is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna just get a couple. It says 44. It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, it says, who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, and to give them meat in due season. All right. It said, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
That's right. He said in due season. So we don't know when. See, that's the thing. That's another reason why dudes fall out. They put a timetable on this thing. They put a time ticker on this. True. Oh, Lord don't come back in 5 years, I'm gonna go back in the world. You know, Lord don't come back in 10 years, I'm gonna go be a rapper. Or whatever. You know? It says in due season.
Yeah.
So you don't know. That's the thing. That's a fear tactic right there, man. You don't know when the Lord gonna come back. That gives you another reason to fear and hope that the Lord keep that spirit on you to endure however long we gotta endure.
That's right.
Because you can't come into the truth with that short term shit. That like the temp agency bullshit, short term. You know, they give Jake a job, but it's only for a small period of time.
For a season,
and that's it.
Yeah.
No. You got hey, once you come into this truth, man, this is your life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a life thing. And you are Israelite. So even if you fall out, that don't change the fact that you were Israelite.
Yeah.
You're still gonna be the Lord's still gonna fuck your ass up if you don't do what he tell you to do.
Okay.
Just because you lead the truth and say, oh, I denounce the Israelites, you you like them motherfuckers that's making videos or the reason why I left the truth. Man, the Lord don't give a shit about that. The Lord gonna destroy you, man.
Okay. Hey, that's why we always say, we're hoping to endure to the end.
Yep.
So that, when the Lord comes, he finds us doing it, and that way we be blessed, One more real quick. Like you were talking about them dudes that, think they give a timetable or they lose patience because, they think, the Most High ain't coming back. You know what I mean? Because they don't have faith,
Yep.
So, this is for them real quick. This is a Sirach 2 and I'm going to just go to the point 14. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
Right.
All right. So hey, the Lord's going to come and he's going to find you doing, or is he going to find you fucking around? Is he going to find you bullshitting? Is he going to find you, really giving it your all? Is he going to find you half stepping?
Right.
We know what we want to be found doing, and doing this work. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
So let's read it again. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways.
Right. And so saying, what you gonna do when the Lord visits you?
Yeah.
You ain't been serving the Lord with sincereness. What you gonna do when the Lord visits you?
Yeah.
What answer you gonna give the Lord? You ain't gonna be able to say nothing.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be speechless.
Yeah.
Like it says, weeping and gnashing of teeth.
That's right.
So, hey man, that's why, it's always good, to, go, read the Psalms, go into the history a little bit. Go, read about our forefathers. Read those accounts of things they went through. It gives you comfort.
That's right.
And it also, it shows you that the Lord, even though they doubted themselves, because you had men that doubted themselves, but the Most High, the Lord still was like, nah, I'm dealing with you.
Yeah.
Even if they felt like they weren't worthy, the Lord showed like, look, man, I chose you. That's why it's good to read those accounts.
Yeah.
Hey,
Con, so, basically, well, like the point of this lesson was that, this wasn't on, of us to come and do this work,
Yeah.
Hey, the Most High called, we answered that call, and we're looking we're looking to endure to the very end, so that we be found, worthy of being chosen, man.
That's right.
That's
right. So with that, hopefully this is edifying, comforting to the Akim out there. Brother, stay strong. Keep pushing, man. You know what I'm saying? We almost out of here, man. We just hold on, Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Don't let your situation deter you
Con.
from your path, man.
Yeah.
Because you know the Lord can come back any day now, man. That's the mindset you gotta have.
Con.
So with that, we're gonna close it out. We're gonna say, give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Makakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, honors and salutations to hopeful elect, pushes his word, truth, sincerity. We're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Maki.